yield is exceptional. Look at the protein count.
The data confirms it. Definitely a high quality harvest this year.
Texture feels good, very fine, and the color is consistent. Looks ready.
Automated weighing systems track each flour batch and log data for downstream bread factory traceability. From flour silos, screw conveyors deliver precise amounts of flour to the bread production plant.
Separate dosing units measure yeast and salt, dropping them into the bread dough mixer with precise timing.
Programmable pumps inject the exact volume of water and oil required by the bread formula.
Structure in the bread dough.
Check the consistency on your side. Yeah. It feels thoroughly mixed. I don't see any dry spots.
Sensors track the dough volume increase during bulk fermentation inside the bread factory.
Dough is discharged onto a conveyor, which feeds it into an automatic dividing machine.
Bulk dough rests in large, covered troughs to begin first-rise fermentation under controlled conditions.
Digital displays show real-time fermentation time and dough expansion for each batch.
Check the consistency metrics on Sector 3.
Looks stable. The update just finished. 15% reduction. Nice work.
The waste percentage is still too high in Q3. That's the cap.
Yes, and these downtime events correlate directly with the late shift maintenance.
So when you're folding the dough, ensure you maintain the air pockets. This is critical for the texture.
Safety checks ensure guards, emergency stops, and procedures are in place around all bread production lines.
The internal temperature reading is inconsistent with the critical limits. We need to cite this immediately.
Yes, I have that recorded. Ensure they monitor the next bake closely.
Bulk dough rests in large, covered troughs to begin first-rise fermentation under controlled conditions. The control system notifies operators when the dough has reached the target first-rise level.
Bulk dough is discharged onto a conveyor, which feeds it into an automatic dividing machine.
The divider cuts the fermented dough into equal weight pieces designed for standard bread loaves. The divider cuts the fermented dough into equal weight pieces designed for standard bread loaves.
Each portioned dough piece moves along a conveyor to a rounding station. Pre-shaping machines elongate dough into cylindrical forms suited for bread pans.
Elongated dough pieces continue on conveyors toward fully automated shaping equipment. Shaping machines refine dough pieces into consistent loaf shapes ready for pan placement. Rounded dough balls are gently transferred by conveyor to pre-shaping rollers. Rounded dough balls are gently transferred by conveyor to pre-shaping rollers.
Pre-shaping machines elongate dough into cylindrical forms suited for bread pans.
Elongated dough pieces continue on conveyors toward fully automated shaping equipment. Shaping machines refine dough pieces into consistent loaf shapes ready for pan placement.
Overhead sprayers lightly mist dough surfaces to prevent drying during proofing. injected near the beginning of the oven to create a shiny, well-developed crust on the bread. Heating elements and burners provide consistent, controlled temperature throughout the oven length.
Loaves rise further in the oven as internal gases expand and the dough structure sets. Starches gel and gluten proteins solidify to create the final breadcrumb and crust structure. Starches gel and gluten proteins solidify to create the final breadcrumb and crust structure.
Ambient or conditioned air flows around the loaves to bring their temperature down in a controlled way. Ambient or conditioned air flows around the loaves to bring their temperature down in a controlled way.
Any misshapen or damaged loaves are removed from the cooling line for separate handling. Any misshapen or damaged loaves are removed from the cooling line for separate handling.
Loaves line up on a feed conveyor that spaces them correctly before entering the slicer.
Temperature and humidity sensors in the warehouse help protect bread quality during short-term storage.
That's magic.
The moisture content is within the acceptable range, but the crumb structure is slightly denser than the golden standard.
Microbiological tests are carried out on bread samples to ensure food safety and compliance.
Lab results are recorded in a central quality management system linked to the production data.
The data shows a clear bottleneck at the cooling stage.
If we adjust the fan speed here, we improve throughput by 10%.
Let's test that immediately.
The internal temperature reading is inconsistent with the critical limits. We need to cite this immediately.
Yes, I have that recorded. Ensure they monitor the next bake closely.
Customer feedback from retail stores is reviewed and linked back to specific bread batches and production days.
Successful trial products are scaled up from pilot lines to full-scale bread factory production lines. Heat sealers or clip applicators automatically close each bread bag securely. Metal detectors scan bagged loaves on the conveyor to ensure no foreign metallic objects are
Check the date on this one. Looks good.
Logging it now.
Consistent with the batch.
Here are the batch details for the bread pallets. Just sign here to confirm the traceability.
Got it. Looks good.
Very constant. Kilos skador Alright, your
paperwork is all set. Bay 3 is open now. Pull forward when you're ready.
All right, easy now. Straight back, watch the clearance on the left.
All right, manifest says 40 cases of produce and 20 frozen.
Confirmed. Everything looks good here, thanks. Hey, great job over here. Thanks, you too. We make a good team. Are these the organic ones we were looking for?
No, the organic section is usually over there. This is the seeded rye.